Message I wanted to share with y'all today. I went for a walk this morning. Somebody asked me yesterday if one day I could do a Periscope and what it's like a day in the life of Hong. It's so ordinary, y'all. It is so ordinary. I just do a little bit of extra, but y'all, here's what I was thinking about this morning. I got on or put my kids on the bus, and then I challenge myself. So I walk. I'm not a runner, but I jog sometimes. And so I walk and jog to school so that I could catch my boys as they're getting off the bus before they go into school. It's just something I like to be able to visually see them get in line and walk into the building. It's just a safety security thing for this mama, right? While they will still allow me to do that. So anyway, so I did that. And then y'all, I continued on my walk. I walked down a little ways and I get to this point on my path, on my walk, where normally I would have turned around, because turning around would have put me about the 4 miles that I normally do, right? I don't usually do a lot more than 4 miles just because I'm a creature of habit. So today I looked down the other way and I thought to myself, if you choose to go this way, you go this way and you go entirely. There's no turning back around. There's no whining about the road that you picked. There's no complaining that it's too long, that you're getting too warm and you wore too many layers because it was chilly when you started. There's none of that. So I looked and I decided I'm going to go that path. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I don't know how many miles it is because I've never done it before, but I'm just going to walk that path and see what happens. And so I did, and I'm glad that I did, because I walked this path, y'all, and I don't know if you guys get enough fresh air every day. I don't know if you guys get exercise each day. I recommend it for you. I recommend it for you, even if it's something that you do for yourself, even if it's just a little bit of time every single day that you do for yourself. It's not something that I know a lot of us don't have a lot of time, but if you carve a little bit of time for yourself, I hope that you do, because the clarity of mind that it gives you is absolutely incredible. So on my walk today, as I'm out there just taking it all in, one of the big things that came across me, kept coming back to me again and again and again, is as I was walking, is that failure just really isn't an option. It is not an option whatsoever. And this came to me because as I'm walking, I'm looking down, y'all, there are cracks in the road, but there's still like weeds and things that come up, that are growing in between these cracks. And it always gets me with the whole saying, you're in between a rock and a hard space. And it's like, who isn't in between a rock and a hard space, right? A hard place. And I looked at like call them weeds, call them what you will, but I look at that and I'm like, it's green, it's life. Something is here and it's existing, even though it's where it's not supposed to be, even though it's not ideal, even though things should not grow there, even though it's between a rock and a hard place. It's growing, it's green, it's life. Something is growing there. And it just I just kept hearing it today, that failure isn't an option. And I looked around and I thought to myself, of all the things that I've experienced in life, all the things that I've gone through. Gosh, this might be an emotional Periscope. All the things that I've gone through in life. And y'all, here's the thing. Some of us think that in order for us to have a tremendous story, that we need to go through tough things in life, that we need to have those moments that are gut-wrenching, that we need to come from nothing to be able to have an incredible story. Here's the thing. You won't have those stories, you won't have those testaments of overcoming obstacles until you say yes, until you put yourself out there, until you try, until you fail so many times that you have no option but to keep going, because failing isn't an option, right? And so many of us, y'all, are so comfortable and so content because we have security blankets, because we have a safety net. Whether that safety net is your husband's job, whether that safety net is your part-time job that you have or your full-time job that you have, that's that safety net that you have. And it's not allowing you to fail. It's not allowing you to fail, and you need to fail. You need to fail in this business, because the thing about failing is it's going to teach you something. And when you fail, you might think that that's a sign for you to stop, for you not to continue going, but that is such a lie. When you fail, it's one of those things where it's testing you to see how badly you want that next step. What are you going to do? Is the thing that you want worth failing and hurting and being embarrassed and being terrible at it until you get to that next step? Is it worth those things, y'all? Then keep going no matter how many times that you fail. All right? You've got to become bigger. You've got to become better. You've got to become so in that. And you've got to get rid of those safety nets. I'm not saying go out and quit your part-time job or anything like that by any means. I worked this business that I was set for triple diamond. You know what I mean? I worked this business until my income was nearly twice what I was making at my salaried management job. But look at your safety net, that part-time job or your husband's job or your spouse's job, or the fact that maybe you have super supportive parents, don't look at that and fail. Look at that and utilize those things so that you can learn the lessons that you need to, and you need to fail forward. You need to say yes to everything. And I'm going to say yes to blitzing 5 people today. I'm going to say yes to blitzing 10 people today. I'm going to say yes to sharing my opportunity and my cards with 20 people. Say yes to these things so that you can have that opportunity to fail, because if you never fail, you're never going to learn those lessons. I think about how and can say lines and overcome objections. I never would have I would have never been able to do that had I not started ago. I would have never been able to do that had I not done all the practice opportunity calls that I've done. So those are all the things that I thought about today as I'm on this of mine that I normally don't do, by the way. But I was thinking, yes, I'm sorry, y'all. The video is buffering and I'm looking at my computer. My Wi-Fi just went out, so it's trying to kick back and forth, y'all. Hang in there with me, I promise. It's good stuff. But y'all, those are the things I'm thinking about. And this path that I was on today, this 6-mile walk that I was on, which after playing basketball with my boys yesterday, this mama is dying. But y'all, the path that I was on, it was unknown. It was completely unknown. I didn't know how long that road actually was. I've driven that road many times, but I was like, good gosh, did I walk a circle? What is happening here? You don't know these things, right? You don't know these things, but like, you're able to have this focus, you're able to have this clarity, and you're able to think about all these things that either is a blessing in your life or is yet to be a blessing in your life. These are all the things that I was thinking about today. And in this business, we are so afraid to fail, and all you see are the highlights of people's successes, and that's what you judge, and that's what you base your story on. And you guys, you don't get to see the entire story. You don't get to see everything. You don't get to see that all. I've been told before that everything I touch turns to gold, and that in a way, sure, it's something to be proud about, but in another way, it's like, y'all don't see everything that I've experienced and all the life experience I've gone through. But I had those life experiences and I'm grateful for them, whether they were positive or negative at the time. I am so grateful for those things because they taught me a lot. So you can go through these things and you can choose to learn from all of your experiences. And now I have like boogers coming out of my nose. Oh my gosh. You can learn from all of these experiences, y'all. You just have to keep going. You have to keep fighting, because every single day we are still writing our stories. So whether you choose to change what your story is, you have the ability to do that every single day. You hold that pen, oh my gosh, you guys, you hold the pen, you're the author, you're the director, you get to decide how your story goes. So when you have those hard days, like some of y'all have already expressed that today has been a particularly challenging day, know that this is not going to be that every day. Know that this is just part of it, and that it's going to build you to be better and stronger so that you can be the one sharing your message to inspire somebody else, because it's not about having that perfect story. If we had those perfect stories, people would not want to. I don't think anybody would want to hear that. People do want to hear about your challenges. People want to hear about your obstacles, the things that you've gone through. And it's part of life. It's part of who we are. It's part of what makes you who you are. It makes you stronger in your business, or it can make you so that you decide not to work this business if you aren't up for that challenge. So today I challenge you. I challenge you to take those failures of yours. I challenge you to say yes to the opportunity. I challenge you to take on life experience. And the only way to take on life experience is to say yes, is to by doing, is with action. And that's what I challenge you to do today, because of all those things that you're afraid to do, to build in your business, oh my gosh, y'all, go to it. And do those things, all right? Whatever you're afraid of doing in your business, I challenge you to do those things, because saying yes to the things that scare you those things are going to help you become stronger. They're going to shape your story. They're going to shape who you are as an individual and who you become as a result of this journey. It's not just about the commas and the paychecks. It's not just about your life changing, but it's about that personal journey of who you become as a result of this business as well. So failing for me is not an option. And it never has been, you guys. So whatever it takes in your life, in your business, for you to be able to not have failure as an option, you need to find it. You need to dig deep and you need to find it. You need to let go of security blankets and you need to let go of hurt feelings. You need to find whatever it takes for you to go, and for you to let go and for you to not allow failing to be okay. And I mean, it's okay to fail, but don't stop there. Don't fall and say that this is it. You know what I mean? That this is not meant for you because you fall one time or 2 times or 3 times or 4 times. You're going to fall a lot, and you just need to accept that falling and that failing is absolutely okay to do, because it's part of growth. It's part of who you are. So just go for it. All right. So that's my message to y'all today. That is what I needed to share, that I've been dying to share, but I couldn't do it while I was walking because I'm a hot mess when I'm trying to exercise and talk at the same time. So anyways, I love to you all. Failure is not an option. Write it down. Put it in your journal. Put it in your calendar. Put it wherever you need to.